Testing, testing. Testing 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's working. Okay. Let's just start by blocking in some sky here. We want like a little more than half of the canvas to be sky. And I've grabbed this palette from Low Spec. It is called RetroCal 8. I have no idea how it's gonna work out. But we're gonna do some gradient. A good old Bayer matrix 8x8 here. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Just messing up the perfectness of the Bayer matrix here. Sometimes dragging through these dense sets of pixels can give the indication of like some distant clouds. Sky is not going to be the focus of this one though. Some more distant clouds here. Okay. All right, let's do a new layer. So we're gonna have like a distant shoreline and then a small amount of lake. So we'll just call it that, distant shore. Let's see, what kind of color should we pick here? Maybe we'll start with this. Oops. I'm gonna have some trees over here on this distant shoreline as well. So before we detail that in, I'm gonna add a new layer. And we're going to add the lake in here. The lake's not going to be too big. I think this is going to be a good color for our lake. A lot of this lake, this near shoreline is going to be covered by vegetation. So we don't need to worry about having too dynamic of a shoreline here. Hey Yannicka, welcome. I'm glad you like it. Oops. We're first gonna grab the bottom here and then we'll fill in our lake that way. Yo, LG, welcome in. How are you doing? Isn't it weird being on YouTube? How do you communicate without all of our Twitch emotes? All right, let's go back to our distant shore and add some trees here. These are just going to be some blobs of things here. Occasional one that's going to poke up a little higher. Just doing lots of little random clicks here. Maybe one bit here where there are no trees. Okay, then we'll fill in. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. I must be missing a spot here where my paint bucket. Oh, there it is. There's the spot. Sometimes it's tricky finding the spot where the paint bucket leaks out. I'm not sure. I kind of hope so. But I really didn't do much research on YouTube streaming. I'm just kind of hoping for the best. I figured this would kind of be a good way to somewhat easily create some content for my channel. I've been kind of lazy about it lately, but I want to get back into it. Oh, I'll put a link to my Twitch channel. I mostly do video gaming over on the Twitch channel. I'll find out for science. That's a link to my Twitch there. All right, what is the direction of the sun going to be here? I think I'm gonna have it be up in this upper right area. I mean, it's not gonna make a huge difference right now, but it'll be good to know that, I think. I think my follow alert just played over on my Twitch page, so sorry about that audio coming in. But thank you for that follow. Hopefully this will kind of read as some shaded portions. Thank you, Yannicka. want to get too into the weeds on the detail here, since this isn't going to be the focus of the piece. Sometimes it's easy to get lost on a bit of the composition that you really don't even want people to focus on. It just needs to pass the quick 2-second look at it test. I don't care for this part. The preview pane down here is good for that quick 2-second look at it test, I think. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try and select just this darker color and use the spray brush to kind of, well, that's too much. Too much spray. Let's turn that down to like maybe 4. Turn this down a little. I think this narrows the area that the spray brush goes to. Just to kind of help mix these colors in a little bit. I don't know how well this is working out. We'll try it on the other side as well. So if I select this color and then select that color range. This might help a little bit, maybe add some depth. We'll leave it for now. Put this guy back in here. I kind of want to try and see what it would be like to maybe add like a jet's, what do they call that? The like little line of clouds that jets leave behind. I'm gonna try putting this on a new layer first. Maybe do something like that, then break it up a little bit. It really gets broken up as it's further away. Yo, Atlas, welcome. Oh, I'm glad you like the sailboat picture. That was my first bit of art I'd done in a while, so it felt good to get back to it. Hope you're having a good Saturday evening. It's a long weekend for us here in the States. Hopefully. I guess that's not guaranteed. I wonder if it would make sense for this to change color. I don't think we have enough in our palette to be able to pull that off though. I was thinking maybe it would change color as it got more in the near the viewer here. Also took Thursday and Friday. Ooh, nice. 5-day. That's a vacation there. Kind of want to maybe go back. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep the jet plume here. Let's go back to our distant shore. A 5-day weekend. Oh yeah. Let's see if we sneak some of this darker brown in here. I feel like that peachy brown color is maybe a little too overpowering for a shoreline. Maybe this is kind of like a rocky shoreline. Maybe a dirty, rocky shoreline. Those are the kinds of shorelines that exist around where I live. I think I kind of like that a little better. Welcome video moments. All right. So we've got a big bit of foreground here. Let's go ahead and rough that in. Before we start doing any kind of detail on the lake, I'm not sure what I could do for the lake. We'll see. But before that, what are we going to rough this in? Yeah, we'll just make it this brown color for now. I'll go back and work on the lake. So sometimes it seems like there's these lines of brighter water near the shore. I'm gonna try that out. Maybe that only exists in certain lighting conditions. I'd have to study some reference a little more, but we'll see how it looks here. I kind of like that. I'm gonna leave that. All right. I think off in the distance we're gonna see some waves caused by wind. I mean, it's really hard to keep them small enough to make it perspective accurate. Yeah, I kind of hate that actually. We're gonna undo that. I think for now we'll leave the lake as it is. Maybe we'll try and add in some reflection of the distant shore at some point. But let's go back to the foreground. So the main part of this that I was thinking is there's going to be a building sitting on the shore here, like a concrete building. And what will I use to rough that in? Maybe we'll just stick with this brown. That should stick out. I wish this tool had an easy way of like adding some vanishing points for perspective, because I'd like to have a point that's like way out here. You know what? I'm just going to change the canvas to something super wide. Maybe, yeah, we'll leave it like that. All I want is some lines over here. Let's see, this is like We'll make it 80 pixels down from the top. Make another one like over here. That seems close enough, right? Like this. I don't want quite that much. Hopefully this works out. I actually guessed right on the length of that wall. And it's been a while since I've done perspective like this. I don't know if it's turning out. Maybe I needed to make my vanishing point a little wider. I'll go with it for now. See how it feels. Clean up these extra lines here. Okay, so the sun would be hitting this side. So that will be this color for now. This side over here will be shaded a bit. It's also gonna have like a makeshift roof on it, so that's probably gonna screw up our perspective a little bit. That's okay. Add a little bit, just a line of shadow pixels here as this is kind of hanging over. And it'll also be a decent way to separate these orange colors. Kind of want to move this wall in a little bit. How does that look? Let's see what it feels like once there's a little bit of shadow is here as well. There, now that overhang feels like it's maybe a little more real. I'm gonna have a door on here. Gotta have like a support on this end of the building. Maybe now's the time to go through and add some of the foliage to the lake here. Haven't even really thought about what that's going to look like yet. Maybe we'll add some bushes. Maybe some shoots coming out of these bushes. I feel like there's going to be some flowers on here too. Some yellowish ones. Fill in some of this area. The sun would be hitting this part, so it's going to be a little brighter. Let's add some grasses in here. Oh, I don't really like the way that really bright color is working out. I wish we had something a little brighter than the green, but not quite. If we we just leave it all green, it's a little bit too samey. Maybe that's okay though. We could intersperse some more of the dark green here. And this is going to take a while if we're doing it this way. Let's map out our like a little patio area for the house. Oops. I'd like to add a road in here, but I'm not sure what color that is going to work out being. Oh dear. We are on continuous. I think it's because this isn't the edge of the canvas anymore. what looks most road-like. Leave it at that for now. One little cheaty way to do a lot of grass really fast is to get a section of grass going that you kind of like. Then you make a selection out of that area and then make a brush out of it. Then you can just paint with it. You do have to worry a little bit about how it looks. Sometimes you can even use the spray brush. I guess this is fine for mapping out a beginning area. Just using the spray brush to break it up a little bit now. I don't want it looking tiled. Although you might want that kind of look if you're like trying to mimic some video game art or something. Another way you can do it is just do a simple like grass-like pattern and kind of just mash that around. Select this area so I'm making sure I'm not drawing out into the lake or anything. Yeah, the spray brush is where it really starts to look tiled. You can switch colors and draw with this brush now. And part of the problem is that we also have the brown of this brush in there. So to fix that, we could select just the green. See how this looks with the spray brush. And we do want a little bit to go over the edge of the shore here. Come on, give me the green color. It's not changing color for me for some reason. Oh, we're still on the spray brush, that's why. I think we should be able to go back to our brush here. There we go. Finally. I just want to get a base texture in for the ground. We'll come back and make our points of interest on it later. Still too much dirt in it. Too much dirt. One thing we could do to fix that is we could select that color, select color range, and we could make a big old brush out of this color. Oh, whoops. We don't want that. And then we could fill in a lot of the dirt. Okay. It's still real ugly. You can spend a lot of time on the grass. We'll add some other foliage on top of the grasses though. Hey Shirish, welcome in. I am not sure on that. This is kind of an experimental stream. I don't know really how YouTube streaming works. My hope is that yes, the video will be available to watch back after the stream's over, but I don't know that for sure. Sometimes it's fun to have these flowers concentrated in an area. This is our spray width, and this is the speed. So I think we want to turn this one down, but keep this one higher for a real light spray. Like there's a lot of them in this general area. Okay. Maybe we could start working on the building now. I don't know if this color palette I chose is going to make this building super good. We'll kind of figure it out. We'll try and start adding some detail to the building now. Start by erasing these outlines. Maybe roughing in a window. Wow, this song is intense. Gonna take a little chunk out of the side of our building here. Oh, I can't do this song. It's too much. Hopefully this one's a little bit calmer. Gotta keep checking my perspective here. This is just going to be kind of a little indented area. I think we need a different color for it, but maybe we do want to add a shadow on the bottom. Ooh, we're almost like straight across. Maybe we'll do like a dither in this area. What I did there was I selected the pattern of colors just like that and made a brush out of it with Control B. And then you can use your paint bucket using that dither pattern. Actually, on this side, I think we're going to be catching some edge light. I guess not up top. Maybe like right in there, catch some edge light. I think that kind of works. I kind of want to have some like some makeshift heating and cooling systems going on in this building. Let's see. So this would be hit by the light as it goes over the edge of the building. And maybe it's not quite as dark as the shadows here because of the material. Not sure if that's working. Might not be contrasty enough. We can figure it out. We'll figure it out later. I'd like to add some makeshift indications of some planks. Need to make sure and follow our perspective. Straight across right there. Oops. I think that's probably good enough. Now, I don't want these planks to go across the whole way. Just to be some indications of a plank or some sort of layered building material. I guess we will, would we have some edge lighting? Well, I guess, wait, we need to put our roof on before we tackle that. I don't know what that's going to look like. Straight across. That one could have a little bend to it. Yeah, maybe I will do that since this one is kind of straight across. Does it feel like if we have a really bright edge here? I'm thinking it's going to blend in with the background a little too much. You know what? That still kind of works. We brought it this way a little bit. Yeah, let's just leave it on the edges. Alright, what else are we gonna have on this building? Not sure how the perspective of this is going to work out, but I'd like to have like a little overhang over this doorway. Let's start by adding our planks in anyway. Hey Regard, welcome. Not sure what you're referring to. I mean ivy? I like ivy as a plant. I do. Maybe that's what you're thinking all of this is. That's just a placeholder for now. Is that more correct? It gets tough sometimes finding a perspective that looks right over those small distances. I'm just moving on. Oh, thank you, Regard. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get back into it. It's been a while since I've regularly done art. I really want to push myself to get back to it. And I may be bit off a little more than I can chew in the reference that I picked, but references. But that never hurt anything, right? Right. I just thought of something. What if I tried... I do love my gradients. I'll leave it for now. I feel like this would be a little darker right under that overhang. Yeah, I think that contrast helped that sell that shadow a little bit. Let's get our lines in here. Oh, thank you, Regard. And that is so true. Like, all it takes is a lot of practice. But the hard part of that is getting in that habit of doing the practice on a daily basis. And it's easy to get discouraged, especially when you're just starting out. I haven't been doing this that long. I think I started in 2020? No, it can't be that long, right? Hold on 1 second. I need to look at something. Yeah, 2020. Looks like July of 2020. I did one of my very first images. Here, I'm gonna share that. This is one of my very first pixel art drawings. I spent so much time on this. I mean, those bubbles are pretty good. But the perspective is not great. Man, I did a lot of transparency. Let's find another one from the early on. I mean, these are not terrible though. This one is from October of 2020. I thought this was kind of cool. Somebody coming down into a cave, again with the transparency here and with these beams of light. I think the beams of light work pretty good. Good shadows from the bridge here. What's the animation? Oh, we've got a monster lurking in the background. I feel like I've come a decent ways since I started. It's kind of fun to look back on these though. Here's some very early trees that I did. Man, look at that color palette. Oof. My eyes. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here. There's my palette. I got this palette from lowspec.com and it is called RetroCal 8 color palette. Gonna add some more pipes going like into the wall here. Guess there'd be like some shadow. Is that reed though? I think that's a bit much. Maybe it's fine on the right there. It's not great. Looks like a telephone. Hello? Answer the giant telephone. I might remove that. We'll leave it for now, though. Let's see here. What if we were to... I'm going to add a new layer for this. Call it door overhang. Since I can't think of the word. Would this be... I think we'd want it going this way. Don't need that much of an overhang. There's some supports. I don't like those kinds of supports though. Maybe one more down here. I'm trying to get the perspective between this bottom piece of the door. Correct. Not much too long. It feels wrong. Feels not long enough. I'm gonna add one more pixel. Hey Navida, welcome in. Thank you for the kind words. Oh, nice, Regard. I'm glad that happened. I'm having a good time creating this, especially just figuring out the details of this building. It's kind of fun. I feel like I need a different color on part of this roof. What if I just make the roof a different color? I mean, it's plausible that this is a different material, right? What if we had some lines coming down, maybe giving the idea that it's corrugated steel roofing? I don't think that reads. It doesn't look bad. Maybe some wood planks. That's not terrible. Alright, I can't handle the big phone. Big phone's going. I do want to put something here though. I kind of want this to be a busy part of the building. What if we did something like we did up here? We had some sort of panel. We could even have it push in onto the other part. Of the building. So this is kind of recessed or something. Could make it extra recessed here. Something feels not right about this, though. I feel like we need something there. Maybe that? Maybe there's some wires running through some conduits here. There's not a whole lot of room to work with to do too much detail. No, I don't like the way that's looking. Maybe we could just do some straight vertical. I guess it doesn't, we don't need to stick to these colors the whole time. This is a pretty song. Oh. We've made this on the door overhang layer. Let's put it back on the building layer. There we go. What color could we use to maybe indicate some glowing? Maybe a couple different colors. I don't know. Nothing's really jumping out at me here. This kind of looks almost like a window that we're looking in through into some sort of interior lighted room, which isn't quite what I want, but we'll leave it dark for now. Oh, you know what? We could try like maybe there's some text scrawled on this, like it's a blackboard or something. It's the best I can come up with right now. add some like wear on the building here. Some cracks. Could even have it pass around the corner here. Yep, time is passing by. This old building. It is not seeing a proper maintenance schedule. Many years. I've messed up. I've messed up some layering here. I was thinking of maybe trying to draw an exterior door under here, but I don't know if that's gonna work. Maybe we'll just make it we'll leave it for now. Frame in a window here. I guess some of these cracks could be deep enough that we get some stronger shadows being cast inside the cracks. I want to put something big on this side of the building. What if it was some like long neglected logo? maybe this logo had like 3 thick lines here. Just making some kind of crazy pattern here. But then it gets worn away. Did I wear it away too much? Maybe we need to leave a little bit of that. Yeah. Maybe there's some faint, like, white paint spots. Is white too much? What if we did a lighter brown? Kind of like that. Maybe we'll use that some more here. Whoa! I kind of like this brown on this part of on the lighted side of the building. Should I attempt the roof? What is that even gonna look like? I guess it doesn't really have to look like much. It's just gonna screw up the perspective is all. It's gonna cast a shadow here. Maybe we'll do a bit of a darker shadow here. I don't think that's reading the way I intended, but I don't hate it. What if I took this off? There, that's a little better. This song's weird. I don't hate it though. We need some steeper shadows here. It does have that 8-bit vibe. It's funky. You know what we need? Oh, that's not gonna work across this sky. We need a terrible, just a terrible TV antenna. Maybe it needs to be this orange color to contrast against the background. I mean, it does when it gets up higher. That doesn't look great. What if instead of a antenna? Oh wait, what if we did one of these antennas? They usually have. I kind of want it to be orange though. Yeah, that just blends in so much with that background. Sometimes it's tough to work with a limited color palette. Oh, there, maybe that works. I'm not convinced it works, but we're gonna leave it for now. I want some telephone poles, power poles in here. Oh, we need to figure out what we're doing with this back here first. kind of like that. Supporting that overhang. Hey, Jackson Craft. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry. Welcome in. I was going against the perspective. Was that the antenna? Is that what? Sorry, I missed some chat. I wasn't dutiful about keeping up on chat. Yeah, we may end up just scrapping the antenna in the end. Yeah, that's a good point. We could try and make it go in line with the roof line, which is in perspective. That might make it feel better. We could try, actually, yeah, I think that did add a little bit to it. Feels aimed now. All right, let's rough in some of these power poles. I'm thinking one, like in this area. My line's got a little wonky there. I want the power pole to be perfectly straight. Maybe 4 pixels wide is the right amount for the power pole. I want it to feel a little dilapidated. Add in our cross arm. That looks like a big crucifix now. Oh dear. I think maybe I'm backwards on my perspective. Maybe this part be the darker color, kind of facing away from the sun. Yeah, I think that works a little better. Gotta have our cross arm supports. some sort of lettering or marking on there. I wonder if we could come up with like a funky transformer that would be feeding this place. Maybe it's almost like hourglass shaped. I want this to be a little bit of an alternate reality feeling. Things aren't quite the same. So maybe this. I don't know if I can make it happen in perspective though. Try like that. Wonder if we could fit a gradient on here. Probably not. It's the wrong way. Maybe it's the colors that are wrong. Maybe it needs to fit into this drab palette. Not super in love with this. Maybe we're just trying to be too fancy. Sometimes you gotta just go with a simple shape. We're going to have our insulators coming off here. Ooh, insulators are going to be tough against this background. I think we'll leave those wires in there. And back on our building, we've got to have a place for the power to land. Hard to get the sag right. What's a realistic looking sag? It's not saggy enough. I think we'll leave that. I was thinking of putting a conduit that went underground there. That's a good looking sag. Thank you, Atlas. I think next I need to work on a grass down here. Maybe come up with some trees and small trees and bushes to break up this monotony. I don't really know what that's gonna look like yet though. And it is getting late. Maybe I should call it good for here tonight. I do like how this house is coming. Feel like there's some more things that we could do to make it feel dilapidated, to make it feel still lived in, but not maintained. We'll figure it out. But I am going to call it a night. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Yeah, hopefully part 2 will be coming soon. All right, everybody. Have a good night.